Morning traders, I just took a trade, went short just now, right off of, well just now, as you can see I'm right here, short, going for a quick 10 ticks, using the code system. No other system like it. It's a little bit slow out there today. Today was a news day, but it's still pretty slow for especially for a news day. But you know what? You still make money, even though it's relatively slow. You still make money. All you gotta do is know the system, know how to apply it properly. It's kind of slow, so it's going to take a while. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'll come back and show you the progression and outcome of this trade. Okay, I need to reverse position here. Okay, I am now long. Code just gave a reversal. I hate it when that happens, but it happens. Usually they're very good moves though when it happens, so when you take them, you do really well. So you got to learn to take them. And they'll just keep on going. You can see on the 10-minute too, what it did is it just broke through a double top on the 10-minute. And now it's just going to continue. Plus the code 1 just said go long, so. You have a code 1 saying go long, and you have a double top broken on the 10-minute at the same time. That's a good trade. It's a good mathematical trade. And on top of it, to go along with it, with a cherry on top, you've got green candle straight up on the daily, off of a bottom, off of a big line on a bottom on the daily down to 99, and then it's moving up here 101.20. Green bar straight up. Code 1 say go long, double top broken on the 10-minute. It's it's very tight, so I'm not going to go for more than 10 ticks. But it's still a very high mathematical trade. But really, I should be going for a lot more than this, because whenever it gives like a code 1 short and then it gives a code 1 long right after, and it breaks through a double top, it's usually going to keep on going for quite a bit. In fact, let me go for it. Trying to change the limit. Let me put it for some extra here. Okay, I'm taking it up to 39. That gives me 20. Because yeah, it just broke through a double top. It just gave a long entry off code 1. The daily is going straight up. The 10-minute just broke double top and is coming up on a bigger top. So it'll probably make it up there, which is 101.40, which would get me out right there. Yeah, this is a good time to go for the extra ticks because of the scenario that we have on the chart. The code was the entry, but the other scenarios look really good to hang on to this thing. So I'm going to go for it. I could have already almost made 10 ticks. Wouldn't have quite made it yet. Stand by. I need to get something here from the chart. Yeah, I think this thing's going to take off here. It's going to take off, and I could possibly get a lot more than 20, but I don't want to push it. 20 is a good trade. $20 is a good trade, and I'll just take that. Plus, that puts me at the top of the previous top that came this morning. Let's see, 2 hours ago. Came 2 hours ago. There was a top up there at 101.40. If it hits that top again, which it looks like it's probably going to do, it'll get me out right there. So that'll be a double top. Then what it might do is it might come back down for a bit, play a game, maybe go up higher later. Or it may just go break through soon. But either way, the mathematical chances of me getting out up there are good. So anyway, in the interest of time, I'll go ahead and pause this video. And I'll come back in a little bit to show you the progression and the outcome of this trade. Oh, by the way, for you Code 1 players out there, just look at the chart right now. And just look at how many entries there are using the code. And which way do they all say? Long. Has one said short yet? No. All scenarios for this to go higher are in place. All codes saying go higher. Everything is saying go higher right now. Daily, 10-minute, all the codes. I mean, you could not get a more higher mathematical chance of this thing going higher than what you've got right now. When you trade, you should always be looking at a daily chart to see where we are. It'll give you good clues on what to hold and what not to. Which direction to go, which direction to preference. 10-minute chart, same thing. It's looking at the same thing, only you're looking at it a little bit zoomed in on the time. But it's the same thing, just a smaller time frame. And then you use the code for entry. This is the difference between going for 10 ticks and going for 20 right here. Or going for 50 or 100 or 200 or 300. Okay, I'm going to pause the video, come back. It's acting like it, maybe could come down here on the chart, right? And even coming down a little bit right now. I'm just going to hang on to it. Do not have a code signal to say go short. All code signals are saying go long. Everything is still in place. Nothing has changed. It's just coming back a little bit. I'm not going to get out. Mathematical chances of this thing turning and going higher are very high right now. This particular scenario doesn't come around every day. A double top break, a 10-minute, a daily chart going straight up off a bottom, a double top break, all code entries saying go long. There's a time to hold and a time not to. This particular time is a time to hold, as you can see it. Come all the way back to my entry here. Right? Technically speaking, you're playing the code. Code still says go long, has not said go short yet. So, hang on to it. And in this case, it's going to be the right decision because I can see this coming a million miles away. It's going to keep on going higher. So, I'll be back. Okay, we have another code 1 entry to go long here. So that makes it all code 1 entries. I count 4 of them. 4 code 1 entries to go long. A double top break on the 10-minute chart. A daily chart with a green candle going straight up off of a bottom of it on a daily with a huge line on that bottom off the daily. It's like all the scenarios that you could possibly get are all saying go long right now. This doesn't happen very often. Only happens once in a while. Trying to think here. I really should be going for a lot more than just 20. Time is it 10:13? We'll see how it starts to act. I might pull the exit and let it run. It's not acting like it's real bullish here though. Not going too fast. We'll see what happens here. I'll pause the video, I'll come back. Here it goes. It just broke right there. Up to 30. Everything is saying go long. Everything. We got more code coming up, so we'll see what this code says. At any time it may give a reversal signal. I'll have to reverse. Or it may just say keep going long. I'm going to pause the video and I'll be back. It's about to go. It's about to pop up. I'm going to get another code 1 buy entry here. And as soon as they do, it'll make my exit pretty quick too. Should shoot up there pretty fast. There it goes. That's a buy entry and it should make it to the exit now. Very high mathematical chance now that it's going to make it to the exit. Very high chance. Now what this is doing now, I know I don't have it up. I just have the 1 minute up here, but what this is doing is it's coming up on a double top. 101.40 is the previous top. So this is going to double top up here. But what it'll do is it'll press the top, and it may not go beyond the top, maybe come back down. But when it goes up and presses the top, it'll get me out. Now I think by the way that it's acting and all the scenarios that are taking place, then it's going to go up and break that top. But it may not do it on the first try. I need to go check something really quick. Okay, so for right now, it went to 34. It's come 5 ticks away from my exit. Close, but not close enough. And right now, it's on the 10-minute chart. It's, came so close to the top that it still looks like a double top. But the code still says go long. Doesn't say to go short yet. So, Still holding it. It may say to go short soon though. I'll be right back. I need to check something again. Right, it's getting close here. 30 just went to 35. I broke a little bit higher. It was 4 pennies away. I may get burned here. Let me take a look. Nah, code still says go long. And we're playing with fire up here at the very top of this double top, right? But the code says still go long. Has not given a short entry yet. So, now it may roll over here and then give a short entry as it's coming down. That's a possibility. But until it says to go short, regardless of what the chart looks like, you just hang on to it. That's what I'm going to do. Looks like it might start rolling over right here. But I'm not going to go short until it says to go short, no matter what. Came close, 4 pennies away right there. Close but no cigar. Okay, I'll be right back. It's moving down on me here, as you can see. Almost down to my entry. But it has not given me a true code 1 signal to go short. So I'm holding it. I'm just going to hold it. If it gives me a code 1 signal to go short, I'll go short with it. Until then, I'm just going to hold my position. It's going to give a signal here again very shortly, and I'll know which way it says it's going to go then. I'm going to get a signal here. I think it's going to be for a short. In which case I'm going to have to reverse position. Yep, it is. Okay, code says it's going to go short now. I made it, what, 4 pennies away from my exit up here. Didn't hit it. Should have went for 10 instead of 20. But now the code is saying it's going to go down. Right? Now look at the power of this. The amazing, incredible power of knowing the code. Now this one was my fault. I should have went for 10. It's a bit tight. It's my fault. If I would have went for 15, I would have hit it. But I should have went for a high mathematical one of going for 10. I would have hit that trade, been successful. Now I'm hitting another trade. This one should easily be successful too. I'll just keep it at 10 from now on until it really heats up. So anyway, this one's going to be a piece of cake here. Easy trade. Easy trading. And then we'll come back for the next one. So I'll pause the video, come back, show you the outcome of this trade. Getting fairly close to the exit here. It's about to break. It's going to break down right now. And then it'll just be a quick little slide down to the exit. Piece of cake. And it's all in just knowing the code. Non-stop being able to read the code and know which direction it's going to go. Enough to make your exits. Except for if you try to push 20 and comes 4 ticks away, make 16, but then didn't catch it, didn't profit from it. Instead, just go for the 10, make it with a high degree of mathematics, and take the money off the table each time. Keep the math high, keep the money coming in. Instead of getting greedy and going for 20. Anyway, This thing's just inchworming its way down. It'll drop soon. Go hit the exit. I'll be back and show it to you. Unless it reverses, it might. But I haven't got a code reversal yet. We're about to get a signal here, and I get this feeling it's going to give a long entry off the signal, which means I need to reverse again. Here we go. It's a bit slow, as you can see. And it's tight. Should have went for that 10 pennies, 10 ticks before. And then, okay, it's a short. It's a short signal. So here comes the exit. Here comes the exit now. It's going to break below this low and go hit the exit. Watch this. That's a code 1 short signal. You get a code 1 short signal to go down like that, right next to the bottom, it's going to go break. Just like that. Just like that. Now it just needs to make the exit, obviously. Would it go to 12? It needs to go to 10. It'll make it. It'll make it. Plenty more trades coming up. Plus we got code 2 we can take, just like the last 2 days. A lot of opportunity to make money. Just like that. You see how the code can tell you which direction it's going to go before it goes there, and you come out on top? Now I'm just going to take another trade and come out on top again. In another trade, code 2 trade, and come out way ahead. So I'll be back. I'm going to go make a cup of coffee and take the next trade. Okay, let's take another trade. It's easy when you know the code. It's very simple. Because it tells you whether to go long or go short. It's pretty simple. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on, Tonto. Let me get in. Yeah, must really want to drop out here. Watch this. It's gonna drop. Oh, this video is getting long. Let me go ahead and pause the video. I'll come back and show you the progression and outcome of this trade. So I'll be back. Okay, I just had to exit the position. It just broke through. I'm not exactly sure what on earth it's doing here, but it's definitely being tricky. That's for sure. Let me go take a look at the code and figure out what's going on. Okay, we're about to get a code entry here. Let's go long. The code says it's gonna go up. So you know what? This is the plan. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride this thing up to the exit. Quick 10 ticks. Won't take too long either. Then what we're going to do is we're going to nail a code 2 trade again today. And we'll see how well it's moving, but we'll probably just go for 10 or 15 ticks today. That's all. So that's the plan. Let me take a look at the code here. So I'll come back and update you on the trade. It's about to give a reversal. I'm going to have to reverse. This thing is really being tricky. Boy, is it being tricky. Just gave a short signal right there. It's really, if you were to look at the 10-minute chart right now, you'd see why it's doing this. Because the 10-minute chart is going sideways, but up and down in a very choppy little fashion. That's why it keeps giving me entries going the opposite direction. And then doesn't go very far, then goes in the opposite direction, doesn't go very far, goes in the opposite direction. And it's reflective in the 10-minute chart. That's why I'm getting chopped up. But guess what? This is a very rare day. It's about to break one way or another. So following these codes will hit a trade. Just have to get it going the right way and then hold it to the exit. And then we'll follow it up with a code 2. We'll nail a code 2 trade and take it for another 15 ticks. Piece of cake. Hope this thing won't reverse direction again, though. It probably won't. But it might. It might. It's probably just going to go down now and break through and go down. Yep. So I'm going to pause the video. I'll be back. Just going for the exit here. Almost there. 2 ticks away. It may take a little while longer. I'll pause the video. Okay, I just exited the position, basically flat. So I'm down, a little over 4 ticks here. And now we're just going to concentrate on going for the code 2 trade. It's not real super active, so I'm not going to go for 20 today. 15 is appropriate. Can't go anything less than 15. Stop would be too small then. But we'll nail this trade. It's no big deal. I think it's going to shoot up. Too much risk. But we'll nail it. I'll be right back to do that. You know, like I was explaining yesterday, this is such a great trade. I mean, all you gotta do is trade this every day, and you'll get good at it, just like anything. How do you get good at anything? You practice it, right? Same thing with this. Do it every day. First, you can do it in practice, so that you make sure you get it down. Then you can start doing it, in a live, real account, and make money. But it's just all about the practice. And you know, like everything, it can be tricky, but all you gotta do is learn how it works, and you can take successful trades. This is like the best trade out there, I think. Well, the other code 2 trade's really super good too. You make even more from it, but this one, I don't know. This one's is a really good one. So I'll be right back and we'll hit it. Let's see, for those of you who know this trade, who would like to see a live demonstration of it, I'll go ahead and just play the video and let you watch. Looks like it's still going to shoot higher. Which means, though, it's setting up to be like short, and it may be coming back down on the daily again. Maybe double bottom down there again, down at 99 or so. It's hard to say. It's also possible, it's very possible it could be setting up to give a long entry, a continuation long. If that be the case, you need to go for more than 15 ticks, I'll tell you that. 100 would be more appropriate. We're also at the top of a 10-minute as well, or close to it, close to the top of a 10-minute. If they were to give a long, and we're at the top of a daily, the top of a green bar on a daily, off of a bottom. If it were to give an ascending long signal, a continuation long signal off the code 2 here, oh man, that'd be good for 100 pennies, no problem. Let's see, what's it gonna do here? What's it gonna do here? You know, it looks like it's setting up to give a long signal. You gotta be kidding me. Wait a second, let me look at this now. The 10 minutes at the top, the daily looks beautiful. Oh man. Oh man. I think it just gave a long signal. I'm going to wait for a little bit of confirmation on this, and then I'll jump in. It looks like it just gave a long signal off the code. Code 2. Watching it. It may change here. Hang on. This is going to get a little bumpy. It's going to get a little bumpy. Hang on. I love this trade. I love this trade. Okay. What's beautiful about this trade? You can mathematically figure it out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Now it's sitting on the fence. It could go either way. If this thing gives a long signal, it is going to take off. Okay, we go short. Quick 15 ticks short. Piece of cake. Like I've said in previous videos of the last few days, that this used to be my bread and butter trade right here. It's a beautiful trade. You just have to learn how it works and stuff, and yeah, you can nail this trade. Practice this trade every day for 2-3 months. You'll be a pro at it. You'll be able to nail it. Sure, you'll lose trades here and there. I mean, as you get better and better, you get better and better at it. You're just watching what it's going to do here. Mathematical chances of it switching direction are extremely let's put it this way, they're very low. 10% perhaps. But it could happen. So 10-20% chance. It's just bouncing up right now, faking the up. It's going to snap back down, go short. It's tricky. But I know where the code is. Now I'm going to be able to mathematically figure this out. Now if I wanted to, I could have just waited to this point to where I could mathematically be sure which way it was going to go with almost 100% accuracy. Not quite, but close to it. And I'm going to do that now. Let's see here. Let's see. I mean, technically speaking, it could be either a short or a long right here. It's still on the fence, but I know it's a short because of the pattern. So I know what the actual code is. Now the only way would be if it were to get broken, then I would know to reverse position, go the other way. Oh, whoa! It looks like it is going to do that. It just gave a long entry off of code 1. This thing is going to give a long entry here. Oh man, that means that's the bottom down there. Oh my. That would be a long entry. This thing's going to take off. As soon as I go reverse position here, I'm going to increase the exit by about 20 pennies. Only possibility is that this is oh, this is not look good. The only possible, as soon as it hits 28, I'm reversing. Can't believe how much it's chopped me up today. Okay, I am long. It is a long entry off of code 2. I am increasing the limit from 44 I've got it at 44 for 15. I'm going to take it up another 15. I'm going to take it up to 59. Okay, I'm at 101.59 for 30. 30 ticks. It should make it no problem. Piece of cake. This is that trade I was talking about earlier. I was thinking, what if code 2 were to give a long entry off of code 2? Because of the scenario on the chart, on the daily and on the 10-minute, it's just sitting at the top. What if it were to give a long entry? Oh man, it just did. It just gave a long entry, mathematically confirmed. It's a mathematical certainty with confirmation that it is going to go up. Okay, now it's not 100%, but it's like 90. Oh, let me take one more look at it. It's about 90%. 90% chance it's going to go up. How's that for math? You like that kind of math? And here's the thing. If you were looking at the 10-minute right now, you'd see we're basically at the top of a 10-minute. We're like basically almost double topping on a 10-minute right now. Okay? So it doesn't have very far to go up, and it would already be at the double top. But it just gave a code 2 long entry right there. So what do you think it's going to do? It has to go up and go break that top. Once it goes up and breaks that top on the code once it goes up and breaks that top, it'll just take off. That's why I've got my exit so high. That's why it's been doing this back and forth motion too, this choppy motion all day, chopping me up, is because it has been getting ready to make a big move up. So you have to put all the variables together. You know, we've got a code 2 long entry right there. We've got a top of a 10-minute chart. We're at the top of a 10-minute chart. We've got a straight green bar up on the daily off of a bottom with a line down there, right? Everything is saying go up. Remember earlier I was saying that? But now we just got a code 2 entry to say to go up. That's very rare to happen. Very rare. Normally a code 2 entry would have been to it would have been to make some type of reversal, but not this. This is like a continuation of the movement going up. It's somewhat rare. It doesn't happen all the time. And I'm just telling you, it's going to go up. It's going to hit that exit, no problem, at 59. Give me 30 ticks. Watch. Watch and see for yourself. And know that I was right beforehand. In other words, I knew what was going to happen before it even happened. What's the price right now? 101.29, 101.28, right? And yet I'm predicting, telling what it's going to happen before it even happens. That's the power of knowing the code and being able to piece it all together on the chart and the code itself. Like this scenario right here is a good scenario for well, for sending out a signal. You know, I'm not sending out signals right now, but I mean, it's not moving very fast right now, but just watch. Give it a little time. Watch this thing move. I'm going to pause the video. I'll come back and show it to you. Okay, my exit is sitting at 101.59 in this thing for a 30 tick profit in this one trade. Now I am going to increase that limit to, I'm going to put it up to $1 for now and see how it acts. So I'm going to place it at 102.29. I'm going to do that right now. 102.29 on the limit. Okay, that's modified. So I'm going for $1 now in my current position. Now let me show you why. Here's 10-minute chart. Notice my position is here, 101.29. Alright? Now this is a position based upon, and I had a reverse, based upon a code 2. And I had to reverse off something I didn't think it was going to do. I thought it was going to go short. It gave me a total loop and actually did go long. And you know, this is a unique situation. This doesn't come around very often. Let me show you why. So it gave a code 2 entry to go long right at the top of a daily of a 10-minute chart. Right at the top of a 10-minute chart, it gave to go long. That is odd right there. Very, very, very odd. It'd be different if it had come down here and then given a long entry, and then, you know, it went up to the top or something. And but just right next to the top, very odd. That's number one. Now let me show you the daily chart. Now take a look at the daily chart here now. Notice the daily made a bottom here, made this nice line up, and is making a straight green bar up. And we are sitting at the top, tip top of that green bar. Okay? And what just happened? We got a code 2 entry to go long at the top of a 10-minute chart. Where else are we? At the top of a daily chart. I mean on this green bar off of a bottom. So what this could be reading as is that this is a bottom on the daily, and that we are getting a code 2 trade at the top because this thing is going to continue to go higher quite a bit. And the way that it's doing it is also a sign, because it's not doing it quickly to make any kind of a fake. It's just inchworming its way up, just continuing to go higher. Plus we just got a code 2 trade to say go higher. That's not normal, because normally a code 2 trade would give a reversal. It was doing in one direction, it gives a reversal to go the other way. Take a nice profit. This is a continuation code 2 trade of the charts themselves. See what I'm saying? One of them being a break on the 10-minute, a double top break, and the other one being a continuation of the daily. This is a very unique situation. It doesn't come around very often. So that's why I'm going to hold this thing for 100 pennies, because there's a very high mathematical likelihood that this is going to continue higher on the daily chart here. And it would need to go to, I'm at 102.29, so it would need to go right about here for me to get out. But I'll reevaluate it later to see what it's doing. See how much progress it's making as time goes on. So that's what this trade has turned into, this code 2 trade. You know, it happens once in a while. Sometimes they're really, really good short entries. Sometimes they're good long entries. You take them as they come. Otherwise, they're just, you know, 15, 20 tick exits, 30 tick exits. My original exit is at 59. Hasn't made it there yet. So anyway, I'll get going and I'll update you on this trade later. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to take. It could take another 24 hours. Probably less, but we'll see. I'll be back. Just keeping you updated here. The trade is almost at my original exit, which was at 59, and it's made it to 54. So 5 ticks away from my original exit so far. But like I said, it's just getting started. It's just gonna keep on moving higher. And right now it's doing it in a beautiful way. It's just doing it very slowly, inchworming its way up, which is really nice because it means that it's in the it means that it's not done yet. It's just gonna keep on going. Just like I showed you the daily chart, and I showed you the double top break on the 10-minute, and the code 2 long entry, which really threw me for a surprise. I wasn't expecting it to give a long entry. I mean, I've seen that scenario many times, but it doesn't give the long entry. That was one where it did. That's why I'm going for 100 ticks here, because I believe I can get it. Special trade doesn't come around too often. So anyway, I'm gonna hold this one, and it'll be out. It may move up to that point into the Asian session, or for sure I'll be out in the USA session tomorrow. So less than 24 hours from now, I'll be out. So I'll be back, show you the trade. I'm just up here checking the code, see what it's doing, and as you can see, it's making a move, moving on up. It looks really super good. It looks like it's going to basically take off. So the 100 ticks should be in the bag. May even be able to get more. We'll just see how it goes. But right now it is a go signal. My original exit was 59, so I am 10 ticks past that right now. And still got a long ways to go. It really looks like it's a full go signal here. So the code 2 gave the entry, the original entry, and then from here I just decided to hold it, and I'm still holding, and I think it's still got quite a ways to go. Should make the 102.29 exit. So I'll be back to update you the progression and even the outcome of this trade. This thing is really on a tear right now. It's gone straight up basically in a very short period of time. If you were to look at it on the 10-minute, it's really moving. Again, like I say, I should be able to make the 102.29 exit relatively easy. It's just a question of, should I go for more? But it's definitely getting off to one heck of a start here. So as you could see, that setup that I could see earlier coming on the 10-minute chart, the double top break, and the daily chart, and plus the code 2 entry to go long. And as you can see, it is doing exactly as I had said it would, go up. So, and it's going to go even higher. So, matter of fact, I might be able to get out here real soon. So anyway, I'm going to get going, and I will come back and show you the progression and the outcome of this trade. Okay, it's getting up real close here to the exit point. Looks like it's going to capitulate right into the code. I'm going to go ahead and exit up here. I figure the exit will be at 102.20. 102.20 on the exit. Let's see what it's going to do here. See if it's going to capitulate into the code, or if it's going to give a long signal into the code, or possibly a short signal. That's one heck of a move. it gives a long signal, it'll go up quite a bit more. Let's see what it's going to do here. What did it go up to? About went up to 10, 102.10. I'd like to see it go a little higher to get out. Okay, what do we got there? That's this thing could take off. Looks like a long signal. Hard to tell for sure. I don't know what the exact code is, but it could be a long signal there. Let's see here. Yeah, it could be a long signal. It may just take off. If not, let me think about this for a second. If not, I'm just going to hang on to it. We still got quite a ways to go. It's just getting started. That was just his first run. We still got a second run to go. Okay, I'll pause the video and I'll come back. We just got a code 1 entry to go long. Right next to the top of the chart here. That means that it's going to go and break and go even higher. See, because whenever a code 1 entry will give you a long right next to the top of the chart, that basically means pretty much by default that it's going to go and break the top and go even higher. Because where else would it go if it didn't do that? It's the same thing with going down. If it gives you a short entry right at the bottom of the chart, that means it's going to break and go even lower. So, you know, it's really not hard to play this stuff. The only way that it wouldn't break is if it then used the code to now go down again, which it could do. It could do. Because we are talking like about a what? 505, almost a 20 tick range between what I was talking about. So it wasn't like it was right next to the top. Not like within 10 pennies or 8 pennies or something like that. Ticks, whatever you want to call it. But it was fairly close. I guess it's not that close. 20 ticks is still pretty far away. Anyway, there's a good chance that it'll run here soon. If not, it'll come down again and then run. But, you know, mathematical chances of it running again are very high. It'll probably go to 102, at least 102.20, if not 102.60 roughly. Somewhere in there. Possibly 102.80. Here we go. So let's see if we get another code 1 entry and see what it says. If it's going to say long, then it should go quite a bit longer. It probably will say long. See how well it moves here. But anyway, I'm going to be looking to get out at least 102.20, if not something higher. So it just depends on what it does exactly and how well it moves. So I'll come back. I'm going to get out shortly here. I think it's about to capitulate soon. and I'm going to get a chance to get out. I'll be back. I guess I might as well let you watch this, because this is like a skill, you know, to learn how to, you know, when to hold and when to get out. As you can see, we just got another code 1 long entry. So this thing take off right here and go up. Take off and go up. I estimate its range right now between 102.15. It should make it to about I'd be looking at a target on this right now of about well, it depends what it starts acting like, but maybe possibly 102.60. But I think 102.40 would be pretty good. 102.40 for an exit. 102.60 would be really good. 102.80 would be fantastic. But 102.40 is very good chance of that. But let's see what it's going to do here. It needs to get hot. Still have a buy entry in place. It may capitulate up into the key. It may give a extended long signal into the key. It may reverse into the key. But right now, everything is set up for it to move higher. Everything. The daily, the 10-minute, and even code 1 is giving buy signals. So, doesn't get much more bullish than that. That's what this thing has been the whole time. Ever since that code 1 broke and went long on the code 1, I was like, what? I mean the code 2. I was like, what? And it took off. I reversed with it, and I've just been long ever since. It was a special trade. I showed you why. Okay, so now is going to come a time here. We're going to think about getting out now. Okay, any time here is about ready to get out. It looks like it might capitulate into the key. If it does, I'm going to take it. I'm going to get out. Just a little bit higher, please. It might make that 20 as its top right there. It's possible. Really like to see it break higher right now before it's too late. Let me see something. Let's see what it's going to do. It may very well give a long signal here. If it does, it's going to go. See, because the long signal this close to the top would make it just shoot higher. Whenever you're in a long position like this, and you're sitting pretty like I am, what you want to do to look to get out is, just in general, you want to, okay, let me take a look at that real quick. Okay, that is a short signal, but not to worry. It's just a code 1 short signal. Nothing has broken off the chart yet. till that chart gets broken, I'm going to hold long. I mean, it's not even close to being time to get rid of this yet. Not even close. Not unless it makes a nice move up and gets me out for a big profit. Other than that, no. See, because what I want to explain is you always want to look for a capitulation move. Some move where it's going to really make a move in the direction you want it to go, in the direction you're going, before it's going to reverse, go the other way. Right now, everything says up. Daily says up. 10 minutes still says up. Nothing has broken yet. We do have the code 1 entry to go short, but that doesn't mean it's going to go down very far. Just down a little bit, then go back up again. Get another code 1 entry to go long. Then it takes off again. It's one thing about oil that you really gotta love. You catch this thing going the right way, you can make a lot of money from this. You really can. You can catch big trades like this all the time. Learn how to look at the daily chart and the 10-minute chart as I showed you earlier, and look at them both in correlation with each other at the same time on a different monitor. And then you'll be able to use your code entries into charts and be able to decide which ones to hold. And it's not rocket science, you know. And you hold the right one and you make a big trade. Just don't get greedy on it. Go for a reasonable exit, you know, and take it. If you do hold it for some reason, fine. Just play a follow-up stop on it, you know. Follow the stop on the way up or down, whatever. Lock in profit. Don't ever let it go all the way back and become a loser. Don't ever do anything like that. Trading career will be over with. You must take profits. So, but anyway, this thing is still a hold to go long. I'm still long. That may change. Chart may break down. You never know. Got to be prepared for anything. But if you want to get a big winner, you got to go for a big winner, and that's what I planned, to go from 101.29 to 102.29. Still haven't gotten there. We were 9 pennies away. I think it still has more. I think there's a good chance it's still going to go up. I think there's a good chance I can get more than 100. Maybe take a nice spike up and get 120, 130. We'll see. But I'm going for it right now. Because if you looked at the daily chart, it looks beautiful. If you looked at the 10-minute chart, we just had one run up, one small little run after that. I'm looking for a third run to come, more of a capitulation type of a run. Maybe up to 102.40, 102.60 roughly. And I'll get out there. I'll be back. It's taken off here. 102.20 is the previous high, and it's at 102.20 right now. So let's take a look. Yeah, we got a code 1 to go long right there. It's in the key right now. It's breaking into the key. I'm going to be looking to get out here real soon. I would like it to capitulate just a little bit up more. And I'm going to go ahead and exit this position. So I'll pause the video and come back. I'm going to exit here real quickly though. Okay, so there's the 100 ticks right there. 102.29. That's its high right now. That represents 100 ticks for my entry. Let's see what it wants to give. Let's take a look here. 2, 2, 2, 3. Okay, it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and exit this trade. I'm going to exit right there. That's my 100 ticks. So what do you think? Not bad, huh? See, you can use. I mean, most of the time when I hit a code 2, I would just go for 15, 20 ticks right now in the current environment. But when that code 2 broke and went higher like that, I was just it's very rare for it to do that, and it did it with the daily and the 10-minute also doing their own dynamic, which I showed earlier in this video. So at that point, once it was, so I had a code 2 say go long, plus the charts were saying go long. There's a time to go for it and a time not to. That was a time to go for it. Special time. As you can see, it made it. So it's not that difficult, but you just need to put it all together. Put the code 2 together, put the charts together. Learn how to be able to see when the right time comes or the right trade comes. You take it, and you don't try to push other trades that aren't really very good, and you're just looking for something. You wait for it to come, and then you take it. Remember I said earlier that this looked like this would be like a signal that I would send out if I had a signal service, because it was a special trade. So anyway, I'm gonna get going. I may do some trading later. I may not. But as you can see, it's not that hard to make money in the oil market. So I'll be back later or next week. Happy trading out there, traders.